unions that we covered in the month of July. If you guys didn't catch those videos, we dropped some heat, guys.
Yes.
We dropped some heat. And you know what we did this month? I think we did more than any other month. Mm-hmm. We gave strategy.
Yes.
We gave you guys a lot of strategy.
Yes. Hey, Money Magnets, welcome back. I miss you guys. Oh my goodness. It's so good to be on here with you. So let's talk about how we can get you funded and talk about, positioning yourself to get to the bag. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so guys, what we're looking at is, we've covered credit unions like Lake Michigan Credit Union, which anyone can join in the country. We discussed the SBA in great detail. I don't know if you guys know. If you don't know.
I'm sorry. Can we back up just one moment, Marvin? So let me tell you guys, Money Magnets, you have to hear this, okay? So when I first met Marvin 13 years ago, he got me funded. And guess where he got me funded at? Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan has been going for a long time. I got in just like that because Marvin was like, oh, you from Michigan. We have to send you here. And that's how our journey started. Was I had a restaurant. Marvin was funding me. So he told me to go to Lake Michigan. And guys, I lived in Georgia, Money Magnets. So keep that in mind. I lived in Georgia. I jumped on a flight so fast when they told me I was approved for $25,000. I was like, 25? But and then they gave me a credit card as well. So don't sleep on Lake Michigan, Money Magnets.
Yeah, Lake Michigan Federal Credit Union is a great credit union. Anyone can join. I want you guys, as you come in here, drop your credit scores because we're going to talk about where you can get funded with those credit scores. So as you come in, guys, drop those credit scores. We got 76 cream, Dr. Glock. Let's talk in here, guys. We want you guys to feel comfortable to drop questions in the chat. We're gonna take breaks and we're gonna answer you guys' questions. And like Gloria said, we talked about Lake Michigan Federal Credit Union. We also talked about Terra Federal Credit Union.
Another good one.
And then the SBA, as of July 4th, has raised the limit to $10 million. That's a lot of money.
That's a bag, Marv.
That's a lot of money.
You don't want to sleep on this.
Including the 504 loan and the 7A loan. You put those two together, you can get up to $10 million now. And I know those numbers sound, really extreme.
That's a big threshold.
Yeah, but that's a big threshold. But we want you guys to start thinking bigger for your businesses. Start thinking bigger for even your personal credit and your personal funding. Because think about it. Like I've talked to, I talk to people every day about their credit, about their businesses. And, sometimes I might meet a 40-year-old that has $5,000 limits. Guys, we want those limits high. I'm not telling you to go get in debt. All of this money has to be paid back.
Most definitely.
What I'm saying to you is you would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Yeah, so
very important.
We want you guys to have the highest possible limits that you can have. And we want you guys to have access to the lending institutions.
Most definitely.
And what we try to do is have reviews. And Gloria and I both agreed this month we were going to talk strategy. We're talking about, like somebody said they had a 667. We're showing you how to take that 667, raise that score, and then also get a good relationship. Just an overview of what we talk about in a lot of our videos is pick the credit union or bank that you want to do business with. Set up a direct deposit. That is the first thing that banks look at when they know that they feel that you have a relationship.
Most definitely. And we talk about this all the time, Money Magnets. Banking is going to relationship.
Exactly.
And another thing, keep in mind, we always look at the big banks for money. Oh, the Chase, the Bank of America, the Wells Fargo's. But let me tell you something. You don't want to sleep on credit unions because there's so many credit unions out here. Until your bank account wouldn't even be able to hold as many credit unions that's out here. Okay? So
that's true.
Keep in mind that credit unions are non-profit. Number one. They're about the community. Number two. So they are about lending because guess what? A lot of times they don't have these big shareholders that, getting these big checks like Bank of America. They shareholders is getting millions of dollars, but you are the shareholder.
Right. Of a credit union.
Of a credit union. You are the shareholder. So keep that in mind. You want to put your money where your money is going to work for you.
And the good thing about a credit union that I like too.
What's that?
Is usually easier you'll get better customer service.
Yeah.
Because you may be dealing with the decision maker or they have a great relationship with the underwriter. So a lot of times you have to really think about, I may get a better rate, number one, because usually credit union rates are a lot better than banks. Yeah. And then number two, is so many credit unions out here, like Gloria said. If you guys have not heard of Lake Michigan Federal Credit Union, Gloria got funded when we first met. I helped her get funded for the restaurant she had at the time. And it was an easy process.
It was very easy, bro.
And I want you guys to know, you can combine, personal funding and business funding together. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can combine both of them. And what you want to do is do that so that you can end up getting maximum funding. You get what I'm saying? We want you guys to get maximum funding. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is I want you to realize there's nothing wrong with getting personal funding and business funding. Because, like years ago, business loans were really easy to get. In the last, I would say 5 to 10 years, business loans have become harder.
They have. Yep. They really have. And you also want to keep in mind with a credit union, credit union approve low scores if the relationship is there.
Right.
Let me say that one more time for the people in the back who didn't hear me. Credit, you have a higher opportunity to get funding from a credit union.
Yes.
If you build that relationship with them, because they're relationship based.
Yes.
If you go to the big bank, they're score based. So guess what? If that score is not where it needs to be, they don't care. You just a number.
Right.
You're not going to get approved. But at a credit union, they're going to look at some other things besides just the score. They're going to look at income. The relationship.
Relationship
the
number
income.
One. Yep.
Do you have money in and out of your account?
Right.
How many NSFs do you have? All of those things play a role. So just keep in mind, when you're building a relationship, you're looking at a credit union and you're looking at dollars in your account, the opportunity to get dollars in your account.
And then more than anything, after you establish the relationship, now let's start talking about the products.
Yeah.
We talked about products in each one of these videos and which ones you should start with. So somebody said they had a 728. With the 728, just about all the products are open to you. Now it depends. Yes. All 728s are not the same.
That's right.
Like if you don't mind, put in your highest credit limit. The person that said they had a 728, what is your highest credit limit? Because what I want you to learn is, as you move along, keep asking for increases.
Yeah.
You want those increases to go up.
And it goes back to the body of the credit report.
Right.
Let's tap on that just a little bit, Marvin, because just because you have over 700 credit score doesn't mean that you're going to get funded for the larger card.
Correct.
You may have to start low and build your way up because you don't have a high card. Let me tell you, banks they try to match what you already have.
True. That's
so if you have a $5,000 credit card, they're going to give you another $5,000 credit card because they feel like that's the floor level where you can handle. You've shown that, hey, I can handle this $5,000 credit card. So if they paid this on time and they don't have any late payments, then guess what? I don't mind lending them $5,000. So they're going to match what you already have because you've already shown that you can handle a $5,000 credit card. So if you need to look at, let me say this. This is important, money magnets. Mm-hmm. That's why you need that roadmap.
Right.
This right here is not, it's not easy.
Right.
Marvin and I had to study. We had to learn this.
Yes, we did.
You know what I'm saying? It just don't come, and you're wondering why when I go apply, why I get denied or why I get these low limits.
Right.
you got to look at the full picture. That's why a road map is very important. That's just like when you're driving, you turn your GPS on when you're trying to go certain places that you don't know where you're going.
Exactly. And guys, drop questions in the chat. And for those of you who are ready to get funded, you got a 700 credit score or better.
Yes.
We're inviting everybody on this call who has a 700 or better to a business strategy call where we actually help you get funded. And I'll tell you real quick with our calls, how they work. Because a lot of people get on the calls and they're shocked like, oh my God, this was fast. You know, what we do is we look at your personal credit first, because most banks want to get a personal guarantee.
And you don't have to give us your login if you don't feel comfortable. You just share your screen.
Exactly.
And we can look at it and we help you navigate.
Right.
So that we can see the body of the credit.
Right. Then next, we look at your business. If it's better for you to get business funding or personal funding or both. In some cases, we've gotten people both. I think we had a young lady that was a nurse. We ended up getting her about $216,000.
Yes.
So, you know, we combined both business and personal because she had such strong credit and she needed cash and she needed credit cards. So a lot of that determines what will help you get funded on. And then what we do, we look at all three of your bureaus to figure out how we can spread out the inquiries and we protect your credit. So these calls can go from, we looked at your credit, you signed our contract, and then next thing you know, you're on the phone with the credit bureaus making small changes to your credit report. And then the next thing you know, we're making the application.
Then the next thing you know, you have money in your account.
Exactly.
I love that. I love it.
Exactly. So guys, if you're really excited about getting funded, taking your business to the next level, I want you guys to actually book that call and you'll meet myself. We got a team. Now we have Aloysia, we got Danny, we have people on our team, but we'll be there on every call that we possibly can make it. And we want to let you guys know, because you're coming to this live tonight, we're going to invite you guys to a one-on-one business strategy call if you have a 700 credit score or better, because at that score, that's where we really can get funding working. We really can get you the type of funding you need for your business. And guys, do me a favor, since you guys are here, you guys are watching, drop some questions in the chat and do this for me. Share this with one person. Do me a favor, guys. Share this live with one person.
And if this live is not for you, get off the channel, please.
Right.
Get off the live. Like, this is not for everyone.
Right.
You know, when you come on our live, it's a choice.
Yes.
Okay? You don't have to be here. So please don't be on here with negative comments or any of that, or trolling. Troll someone else, okay? Don't troll on this channel, because right now, what we're trying to do is give out good information.
Yes.
We take the time out to study this stuff. We take the time out to get on here so that we can share with our audience where they can go. Because I remember there was a time that I didn't know where to go.
Yeah, me either.
You know, Marvin and I, we've been through hard times. We've had bad credit before. We've had low credit scores before. So a lot of times what we want to do is share the information and the knowledge. You know, this is a safe place where you can learn. Like, this is free information that we're giving you.
Exactly.
You know, you can go look it up yourself after we give it to you. So if this is not for you, just don't get on here.
Right. And guys, keep in mind, you know, somebody just asked a good question. He said, in Maryland, which credit union should I join, business and personal?
Oh, they got a lot of good ones in Maryland.
Yeah, I'll tell you, we just did a video on Sunday, and it was about Northwest Federal Credit Union. Now, don't always think you got to go to a credit union that's in Maryland. You know, it's credit unions that we do reviews on our channel all over the country.
That anyone can join.
All over the country, but
anyone can join. And a lot of times, all you got to do is join the American Consumer Council, or one of the other organizations that that credit union may require. And a lot of times, guys, it's $5, and sometimes it's no fee. With the American Consumer Council, we have a code for you, and guess what? It's no fee.
Yeah, because if you look at the American Consumer Council, the one she just touched on, if you guys go to join, it makes you eligible for, I think, 1,500 or more credit unions, and use the promo code CONSUMER. It's absolutely free. It's called the American Consumer Council is one of these memberships you can get to get you in a bunch of credit unions and use the promo code consumer. All right, Vincent Davis, he says, what if I believe a UCC on your business credit? So that means at some point you got a business loan or a merchant cash advance or something.
And UCCs are not necessarily bad.
They're not necessarily bad.
They're not bad. If you got an SBA loan, guess what? You have a UCC on your credit, on your business credit. It's not necessarily bad. It's only bad when it's a merchant cash advance, because merchant cash advance has the right to snatch your daily money.
Right.
But if it's like a business loan UCC, it's not bad. You still can get funding with a UCC. I was able to get funding. I have a UCC from the SBA.
Right. And what you got to remember that sometimes other lenders may not want to give you a loan, but you may still be able to get a line of credit or a credit card. So it's like some banks don't like seeing the UCC, but I'm like, Gloria, it's not going to stop you from being funded. So I wouldn't be overly concerned about it.
And it just depends on what kind of UCC it is.
And that's right. That's exactly what I was going to say.
It just depends on what. I remember when I had a UCC, Marvin, when we first opened the first restaurant, and I had a UCC for equipment.
Right.
But guess what? I ended up getting a loan from Navy Federal still.
Right.
They didn't care about that UCC for the equipment.
Exactly. So guys, don't get overly concerned about it. But it's good that you're checking your business credit. And just to touch on that real quick, because I just taught a class for Smart Credit today. If you don't know the business credit bureaus, they're Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Business, which is known as Smart Business Reports, and then you got Equifax Business. Those are 3 big bureaus when it comes to business credit. Now, remember this, and I get this question all day long.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna have to use your personal credit to guarantee either a business credit card, a business loan, a business line of credit, or a real estate business loan.
And wait, let's tell them what you mean by you're gonna have to use your personal credit, because what Marvin is saying, they want to take a peek at your credit.
Yeah.
Because lenders feel if you pay your personal bills on time, you're worthy enough to get this business loan, and we feel you'll pay that on time. So it doesn't always appear on your personal credit. Depending on, Capital One is notorious. If you get a Capital One card, their business side is gonna appear on your credit.
Exactly.
But if you're talking about a business loan from anywhere else, a lot of times it doesn't appear on your credit. They just want to look at your credit to show that you're credit worthy of loaning you more funds.
Yep. So I would check out Northwest Federal Credit Union. It's a good one for business and for personal. They, on the business side, they have SBA, they got business term loans, they got business credit cards. Upcoming video that you guys are going to hear about a credit union that's going to come out Sunday. We're talking about Nassau Credit Union.
And I'm so jealous.
What?
Because I'm not on that video, y'all.
Oh, man. Gloria.
I've been working. We getting another restaurant. So this will be number 3. So I'm sorry I've been missing. But guess what? I'm dedicated, y'all. I'm coming back. I'm gonna be on the videos. I'm gonna be dropping y'all some good energy. I want to see my money Magnates commenting. I want y'all on these lives. I need y'all to be more engaged, because Marvin and I do this so that I just don't want you guys to be in a situation where you don't have a safe place to go, where you don't know where to go to get the money that you need.
Right.
It's money out here.
A lot of money.
Has the banks tightened up? Yes, I'm not going to tell no story, but guess what? They in the business of lending. They have to lend. That's what keeps the world going round and round, you know? So don't think that lending is at an all-time stop, because it's not.
And the products change. You know, like last year, we were doing a lot of Chase business credit cards with customers, and about February or March, all of that changed. And we had to switch over to combining personal and business to give you those really, really high numbers.
That's fact.
So don't be afraid to use some of your personal credit. But if you're in a position where you got tax returns for your business, now we can look at more business products. But let's go back to July and what we talked about. We talked about relationship first, direct deposit first, checking account.
Yes.
We talked about setting yourself up personally with the credit union and then move over to the business side. We use the term double dipping in the industry. You know, that you can double dip from getting a personal credit card. If they give you a personal credit card, guess what? You'll probably get a business credit card.
Facts.
And so we like to tell you, try both of them. Don't limit yourself just to business because you're only going to get credit cards. Little do you guys know, last year they created, I think it was called the Credit Card Competition Act, where a lot of the business credit cards, the limits dropped.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them we were getting people 50, 75,000 at Chase, and now that's down to 3,000 to 10,000. Like that, what they're basing all this on is relationship. You know, a lot of these banks are saying, hey, you can't get a checking account today and apply tomorrow. Yeah. They don't want that. They want you to get, like we suggested.
They want to get to know you.
Yeah, they want to get to know you. They want to know that you're going to bank with them. Like, guys, we're talking about getting checking accounts and then having them open for 30 days, making transactions, and then apply after 30 days. That is a better plan than getting a checking account today, joining tomorrow. That it usually doesn't work out as well. So what I want you guys to realize is, and somebody just said they got a DMV score of 87. That's a great score, by the way.
And it goes back to know you. They're getting to know you as a customer.
Right.
They're going to like you because guess what? You're running money through that account.
Exactly.
And then they're going to trust you. So know you, like you, trust you.
Right. And then another credit union we talked about, guys, that's nationwide was First Tech Credit Union. Now, First Tech Credit Union has a personal credit card that goes up to $50,000 called the Odyssey. It's the Odyssey card, which goes up to $50,000. I personally
Don't you have First Tech?
Yeah, I got the Choice.
To join that.
Yeah, I got the Choice MasterCard. My limit on that one, I think, is maybe $17,000, something like that. I really like First Tech. The customer service is great. I've had a couple issues where I had to charge something back. They were great throughout the whole process.
Yeah.
So I just want you guys to know some of these credit unions, we have personal relationships with them. Now on the business side, they don't offer a business credit card, but they offer real estate financing. Like if you wanted multifamily or commercial real estate financing, First Tech is good for that. So First Tech Credit Union, keep that one in mind. And going back to Maryland, the person that asked the question about Maryland, man, you guys have so many credit unions in the Maryland
and the DMV.
In the DMV area, so many. I mean, I could go on for days. Like
it's a lot of money over there.
Yeah, you got PenFed. Pentagon Federal Credit Union is a great one. Yeah. That's in the Maryland area. I mean, it's so many credit unions. Agriculture Credit Union. And somebody put on here a credit score of 560. So I want to address that for a second. If you have a 560 and you're wondering, hey, Marv, Gloria, what do I do to get a better credit score? So number one, I'm going to tell you, you may want to use AI. We got a software that's like, I think it's $1.33 a day, like $39 a month, where it can help you remove the negative items.
And it's a really good AI, y'all.
And then one of the first things I would tell you when you got a 560, and go ahead and tell me what you think, get a secure card so you can start building credit.
That is so important, Marvin. Like, you know, so many times we want to take the negative away, but we're not adding any positive credit.
Right.
So as you're removing the negative, start adding the positive credit. You know, you can also get the, what's the one secure card? I mean, where it could be secured or not secured.
Where is that?
Mission Lane is
Mission Lane is an unsecured card.
Yes.
So if you got a 560, you may want to try to get the Mission Lane, like Mission Impossible.
Yep.
It's called Mission Lane. So I always tell people they got a low credit score. If you don't have any credit cards, or if all your credit cards are late, or maxed out,
but mostly late.
Yeah, I would get 2 secure cards. Watch our channel. Figure out 2 credit unions that you like. Get 2 security cards and then apply for the Mission Lane. That way you got 3 items that are reporting, and then just stay on time. So as you're taking things off your credit, you want to add things to your credit so that your score goes up.
That rebuilding.
So, make sure you check out Mission Lane. Also, look at our channel. We got over 300 videos about credit unions and banks. pick a couple of those that make you happy and that you like, and join them and really do some business with them. So as you're bringing your scores back, then you got a great relationship with them because you're doing business with them.
I totally agree.
I would check out, I would definitely check that one out, the Mission Lane. And like Gloria mentioned just a second ago, you may want to pay down your credit cards so that way your score goes up. So say for instance, if you got a 560 and you got like $1,000 limit, but you got a $900 balance, pay it down to $200 or $300 and your score will go up.
Trust me, that maxing those credit cards out weighs very heavy on your score, okay?
And for those of you who got a 700 credit score and you're ready to build credit, you're ready to credit stack, you're ready for $100,000, $200,000 in funding, we got the link right there on the screen where you guys, we're inviting everybody that watches this live now and watches the replay. We're gonna invite you guys to a one-on-one business strategy call. You better snatch up one of those appointments because those slots fill up fast. We're doing a lot of advertising on Facebook and Instagram. And guys, we're getting ready. You guys are going to start to soon see we're going to have ads on YouTube in the next couple of months. So we're bringing in more customers. You know, Gloria and I, we really enjoy helping entrepreneurs raise money because we've been in that position too. You know, and
I'm a walking testimony.
Exactly.
I'm a walking testimony because I'm going to tell you guys, I stamp Marvin Smith. I'm going to tell you, I put a stamp of approval on this because Marvin was able to, you know, take, you know, where we are today. You know, I had a restaurant when I met Marvin. Marvin helped me grow, you know, he taught me so many things about business. So when I tell you you're on the right channel, you're at the right place. Yeah. And you're gonna have the right coach.
And drop some more questions in the chat, guys. Yeah. We want to help you guys wherever you are. If you got a 560, okay, we just gave you a recipe to get your scores up to at least the 600 with what we just told you. Now, if you got negative items on there, you might have to remove those to get into the 700s. But getting 2 security cards and that Mission Lane card can really, really help you.
Great start.
So let me go with the 728. So you say you're at the 728. If you went to Northwest Federal Credit Union, which is the last video we did, we gave a funding play on how to go from a low credit score all the way up to $5 million, guys.
We did.
$5 million. You get what I'm saying? And so think about this. If you start off even with a security card with a 560, you repair your credit, you get your scores up. It may take you a year or so or 2 years to really get large limits, but at least we gave you the recipe. Okay. You know, if you look at a couple of our videos in July, we really went in depth with strategy. You know, we're trying to show you guys step by step how to go from 560 all the way up to 5 million. You know, if you got a great business, but you're suffering from bad credit, man, fix that credit. You know, the first thing I tell people who got credit issues, you got to look at it. Yeah. Okay, that's number one. You got to look at your score and you got to start working on it.
Hold up. We got some questions.
We got some questions
coming in here. Mr. Tyrone, I love it.
Yeah, Tyrone says, I need you to help me out. My name is Tyrone Johnson. All right, Tyrone. If you got, we need to know your credit score. If I can give you some advice, throw your credit score in the chat. Yeah. All right, Joe says.
Or book a call.
Yeah, or book a call.
Book a call, Mr. Tyrone.
Yep, and if you need the software to repair your credit, we just put it in the chat. Yes. It's called Luxury Credit Hacks. Luxury Credit Hacks. All right, somebody else just put in here, does Northwest have a security card? I'll double check, but I'm almost certain they do. Every credit union usually has a credit builder or a some type of security card. So I'll try and pull it up while we're on here and let you know, but I'm almost pretty much certain that they do have one. And somebody else says
they have 30% utilization.
Okay. And
no one will give them a business credit card right now. Okay, we need to look at the whole picture of what you have going on.
Yeah, we need to figure out why that's happening.
Why,
and help you navigate that because if you got 30% utilization now, it makes me think you got old charge-offs, and they may be looking at your old charge-offs to say, hey, I don't want to give you a credit card at this moment. So that can definitely factor into that. Make sure that you have all those negatives removed. That's why we put the software on there, the luxury credit has, because you got to think about it. Your credit score is like your adult report card.
It is.
Banks look at this like, this is the adult report card. Yeah. Why do you have these negative items on here? Can you go resolve that? I tell people every week long, hey, go settle with them. Yeah. It's not going to go anywhere.
Pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, if you owe somebody $3,000, offer them $500. You'll be surprised some of the settlements that they'll take. And to answer the quick question about Northwest, yes, they have the Savings Secured Visa Platinum.
There you have it. Woo, yeah,
we answered that live. We told you we were going to do Q&A live. So yes, Northwest has what they call the Savings Secured Visa Platinum. All right, and I want you guys to, if you don't know what a secure card, for real, seriously, for a long time, I didn't understand what a secure card was when I was in my 20s.
You did, Mark?
No, I didn't.
Oh, wow.
I didn't. I was, my mother, I was blessed to have good credit, and she taught me about credit. I had no idea what a secure card is. So let me explain that real quick. Okay. It's when you put a deposit on the card, they report it on your credit just like a credit card, but it's your money, and now you're getting credit for spending your money. So that's what
it's securing the limit to what the amount of the card that they gave you. If they give you $500, they want to put $500 in a secured bank account,
right? Savings account, right?
And then what happens is you spend the $500, you pay it back, you spend it. So if you ever got in a situation where you didn't pay it back, the bank doesn't lose money.
Right.
Because they took a chance on you by saying, hey, we're going to report this to your credit. We're going to put your $500 over here, but we're going to let you spend the $500 and you pay it back. But we got this secured money over here. So if you ever get in a situation where you don't pay it back,
right,
we have our $500.
Right. So what you want to do is if your credit score is low, and you want to start a relationship, then definitely look at getting a secure card to start that relationship, especially if your credit score is low 500s, high 600s. Now, if you already got credit cards, I wouldn't suggest a savings secure card. So I only suggest it if you're building credit, you don't have a credit card. Now, if you got a credit card, just pay those balances down to like Mr. Thompson or Thompson Transport says, I have 30% utilization.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Now, if you can get it lower, your score could go higher. But 30% is
that's about where it should be.
That's pretty good. So
I wouldn't feel. The banks want to see you use the money. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, banks are getting to the point where, and even credit unions.
Yeah.
If you don't use it, you're gonna lose.
Yeah. So think about that. Yeah. If you got credit cards with zero balances, I would put a Netflix bill or I would put something on that, on that card just
month.
To keep some activity going.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people, like Gloria said, have had $20,000 limits and they lose it because they're not using it. They would rather give that $20,000 to somebody that's going to use it, because guess what? Banks and credit unions make interest when you have a balance. And like I said, we're not condoning that you need to go in debt, but if most of our audience, people that watch our channel, are business owners.
Yeah.
They're trying to get high limits.
Yep.
They're like, Marvin, Gloria, where do I go to get a $50,000 limit?
Thanks.
And like I was telling you guys about, another one we talked about in the month of July was for Terra Federal Credit Union.
Yep.
Great federal credit union. And Forterra is good. And then, guys, check the reviews.
Yeah.
Read about the credit union. I want you guys to make a decision based on what you want to do. The good thing I liked about Forterra, I don't personally do business with them yet, but they do business and personal.
Yeah.
So on the personal side, they got the World Card, Select Card, the Power Card, Core Card. They got about 5 credit cards. Okay, then on the business side, they have a great suite for business. They got business checking accounts, business savings account. They got the business loan, line of credit, equity line of credit,
nice.
Equipment and vehicle loans. And they also have real estate and property loans. And they do have a business credit card. So for Terra, is pretty much a full suite.
Most
and if
definitely.
you wanted somewhere to get business and personal,
yeah.
Forterra would be a good one. So I would definitely look at Forterra Federal Credit Union to see. And guys, do me a favor, for everybody that's hung out with us, do me a favor and share this live with one other person.
Please.
Yeah, share this live because we want to educate other business owners just like you, where you can go to raise capital, where you can go to actually take your business to the next level. Yeah. And short change, 1515, welcome to the call. Guys, do me a favor, share this with one other person who you know that's a business owner that's been talking about raising capital, that's been thinking about, you know what, I want to expand, or I want to open another location. Or I want to buy a dump truck or a semi truck. We get a lot of transportation companies. We get a lot of online coaches.
We do.
We get a bunch of home health type companies. You know, we get a wide array of industries, and we've helped all kinds of industries.
We have.
You know, so if you guys are really looking for more capital, I'm telling you that business strategy call, you can learn a lot. We don't charge anything. The call is actually free.
It is.
Now, we may pick one of our services once we get on that call, but the actual call is free. We reserve it mostly for people that have a 700 or better. Now, you know, we have some people that may have 1 or 2 items on their credit that they need to remove, and then we refer you to the Luxury Credit Hacks, which is our software. And what we try to do with that is tell people who have negative items on their credit, hey, use this so that you can get your scores up. Because once you get in the 700s,
it's game over, baby.
It's a whole nother ball game. I mean, we got so many credit unions, like Gloria said. We got Service Credit Union. Like I said, Forterra, First Tech, United
of Senate.
United States Senate Credit Union.
That's a good one.
Yeah, PenFed. Of course, Navy Federal, everybody's favorite. You know, but it's a lot more out there. We've dedicated so many videos to different credit unions, and we're talking. We've done reviews from California all the way to
North Carolina,
New York, Florida.
Name it.
Anybody from Florida, Gloria joined the Suncoast Credit Union. That's in Florida.
Lafayette Credit Union.
Yeah, Lafayette Credit Union.
It's so many.
Yeah, it's so
and
many.
They're absolutely amazing. You know, another good one that I like that will let you purchase a car even if your credit is not perfect.
Okay.
Skylar.
Yeah, Skylar Credit Union.
A very good credit union.
So, and guys, you know, then we're talking about bureaus. I want to give a little strategy to everybody that stuck around tonight.
Okay.
So when we're talking about strategy and sequencing, what you want to do is remember you got 3 bureaus, right? You got Equifax, you got TransUnion, and you got Experian. So when you're going to look for funding, you want to get inquiry on each bureau. That way you only got one inquiry per bureau. That's 3 different lending institutions. And that could be what? It could be anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000 on each approval. So let's say if things went great, you got $50,000, whatever it is, credit card, loan, whatever, 50, 50, and 50. That means you got $150,000 with one inquiry per bureau.
I love that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And then now you think about it, you don't have a lot of inquiries on your credit, and hopefully if you got a great credit score, you are probably able to raise some capital to help you set up your business. Maybe you wanted to do some work or add an addition to your house. Maybe you wanted to do some of these things to improve your lifestyle. But what we mainly work with is small business owners who are looking to scale. They might want to do some marketing, hire more people, or maybe they want to buy some equipment. We specialize in helping businesses take that to the next level. So I agree. I want to give you guys strategy. Normally, say, let's use Forterra, just for example. So let's say you got in Forterra, you applied for one of their personal credit cards. I would ask them, hey, how long does this inquiry last? The real cool thing about credit unions, sometimes that one credit report, they could use it for 30 or sometimes 90 days.
Or you can use that one, that one credit pool and double dip. Get 3 products.
Right.
2 products.
Yeah. And we got a video coming up Thursday where we're going to talk about a soft pull pre-qualification.
Amazing.
You're going to love that video. So if you guys are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe.
Yes.
Hit the notification. And then guys, like this live right here. Share this live with one other person and realize we're dropping gems on
every
Thursdays
week.
and Sundays. Thursdays and Sundays are the days we post our long form.
Mm-hmm.
So look out for these guys. Realize that we're trying to educate you guys.
Yes.
We're trying to help you take it to the next level.
I agree.
And we got so many videos that we got ideas on. And matter of fact, if you guys want to suggest some credit unions,
let us know.
Let us know. If
we
you
would love to do them.
Drop it in the chat. Even after this replay goes up tomorrow, I want you guys to drop it in the chat. Do you want more credit unions? You want more banks? You want SBA?
Yeah.
Drop the word. Drop the word in the chat. If you want SBA, drop SBA. If you want more credit unions, drop that in the chat. We're open to what you guys want to hear. We want to educate you and guys help you build credit, build wealth, and build a legacy.
Yeah, because what it's all about, Marvin and I are here to help you empower your finances. That's really important to us.
Exactly. And, we want you guys to go from wherever you are. I want you guys to be on a live later this year saying, Marvin Gloria, I took your advice in July. I went through the funding. Playbook, and I realized you guys are awesome, and it took me to this next level. We love those testimonies, and I want to, in the next few months, I want to see if we can bring some of you guys on the live.
That would be so amazing.
As a real testimony.
Yes.
So if you guys are serious, we're serious too. So Thompson Transport says, can you do something on transportation credit union? We've already done. We've done transportation credit union, but we could always do another video on it. Yeah, we've done. We did transportation credit union. We've done that before. But if you guys want another one,
we can drop another one for you. We'll be more than happy to.
Give us a few weeks and we'll try and put one together. And thank you for that suggestion.
Yes.
And like I said, let's just keep this going. Mm-hmm. Share this channel, with another business owner that may be looking to raise capital.
Yes.
For all of you that got a 700 or better,
book that call.
Book that call. Book that call. We want to see you on that call. Mm-hmm. We want to help you get to the next level and raise capital for your business. We're here for you guys, and we want you guys to keep building. Go back and watch those videos over July. Like I said, we did First Tech Credit Union, Lake Michigan Credit Union, Terra Credit Union. Mm-hmm. We went into the SBA, increasing the limit to 10,000. We even got one video where we went through strategy. Nothing but strategy on how to take you from where you are now to where you want to go. So make sure that you're looking at these videos so that we can take you to the next level. And everybody tomorrow, if you're watching the replay, set up that business strategy call.
And set your notifications.
Subscribe.
So
set your notifications. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. And I want to say, guys, thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll be here live again.
Yes.
Not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. Yes. We do every other Tuesday on live. If you guys want to see us more live, drop that in the chat. Let us know if this is a good time for you guys. We try to do it kind of after work where you're a little relaxed.
Yes.
You're able to sit back and watch. If you guys want to see more of us on live, we could think about maybe doing one on a Saturday or a Sunday or something when maybe everybody's laid back and at home. So guys, give us suggestions in the chat. And we want to say thank you so much.
And
we'll see y'all later.